Street Beefs, what's up, y'all? Face with you on a snowy Virginia afternoon. It's good with y'all. Wanted to check in and address the latest controversy for Street Beefs, which, for me, if there's controversy, that's okay, because that means people are watching and people are tuned in, so we're okay with that. But let's get right to it. Had a fight this last event that, like pretty much every event, there's at least one fight that gets the fans up in arms. And oh my God, it's a tragedy and a travesty what happened. And you have people that saying, oh, well, how could the fight be seen this way, so on and so forth. I'm not even going to get into the details of how the fight was judged the way it was. I covered that in the Facebook group. What I am going to do, first of all, is say this type of shit happens all the time. You go watch high-dollar professional fights with millions and millions of dollars on the line. And you'll get one judge that scores a fight 26-24 for fighter A. Then you get another judge that scores it the exact same way for fighter B. The point is, that's how it is. Two different people see things two different ways all the time. That's just reality. That's why they have multiple judges sitting from multiple angles. And again, like I've said before, that's why the judges sit ringside. Judges sit ringside so they can see from all angles and get a good look at the fight, not see one video from one angle. But I digress. I'm not posting this to dispute or debate any of that. Excuse me, getting a notification. What I am going to do is this. Back in the day with Street Beef, some of you that have been around for a long time, remember, we used to not announce the decisions. We used to the fight would end and we'd cut the video. And then a bunch of fans, oh, well, you guys need to announce the winner. You got to announce the winner. Before, we left it up to YouTube to decide. How many of y'all remember that? We used to leave it up to YouTube to decide. Then a bunch of fans complained, oh, you guys need to declare a winner. Now when we declare winners, it's a big controversy and, oh, we're this and we're that. It's one of those can't win type situations, but I'm strongly considering going back to the days of where we didn't announce winners. We just leave it up to interpretation. Now, that kind of sucks for the fighters, but some of these fighters go by what YouTube says anyways. So, fair enough. What I'm going to do is take a fighter poll in our Facebook group, and I'm going to ask them what they want us to do. Okay? Because, my thing is this, and I've said this before. Some fans, their comments, it's one thing to say people get a decision wrong. It's another to infer favoritism. That's the one that blows my mind. And I made a video about this in the group. Anytime there's a Street Beefs regular who fights, if he wins a close decision, it's got to be favoritism. Got to be some cheating going on. To me, that right there is the one thing that makes me want to stop even announcing decisions. And just go back to, here you go, YouTube. Here's the fight. You tell us what you think. But I'll guarantee if we do that, a bunch of people complain that we're not announcing the winner. So, I guess the third option is go hire professional judges. Then what's next? Do we hire professional refs? Then do we go fight in an arena? Then do we just stop being Street Beefs? The point is, Street Beefs is an underground fight club. It's a backyard fight organization. We're not going to bring in a bunch of professionals. That's the whole point. That's what keeps Street Beefs is the gritty backyard feel to it. The whole reason a lot of people are drawn in is the backyard feel. So I don't want to change that by bringing in professional refs and professional judges and going into an inside dwelling. That's why we're not going to be fighting inside after February. We're going back outside as soon as possible. So I'm going to poll the fighters. I'm just forewarning y'all that depending on the Facebook poll, starting next event, we may not be announcing winners or losers anymore. What you may see is like we did in the old days, where simple as this, we shoot the fight. After the third round, we click it and upload it to YouTube and leave it to interpretation. If we start doing that, I don't want to hear some of you complain. You've complained repeatedly about our judges' decisions, so don't complain when we just stop doing judges' decisions and just leave it up to YouTube. Maybe that's what some of you would prefer. If so, fair enough. I am going to poll the fighters. I'm going to ask them what they think. If they think that's what we should do, then that's what we're going to do. Because ultimately, the fighters' opinions are what I care about. Last thing I want to say, and, I'm sure this will offend a few, so be it. Every once in a while, I have somebody come and say, well, thousands of comments on YouTube are saying Fighter X won. Don't that make sense to you that you should change it? Like I've said before, there's millions of people on YouTube who think the moon landing was faked. There's millions of people on YouTube that think 9/11 was an inside job. There's millions of people on YouTube who think there's reptilians running the White House. Just because YouTube thinks something doesn't necessarily make it right. Okay? Now, is that to say some of our YouTube fans don't have valid points or opinions? No, it's not. But I don't get swayed by YouTube majority. Okay? I listen to the people that sat ringside. That's what I listen to. But, again, we're going to take a poll. You guys leave your thoughts in the comments. Do you want us to stop doing judges' decisions? I don't want to hear a third option. I don't want to hear bring in pro judges, change judge. I don't want to hear that. Do you want us to stop doing judges' decisions, or do you want us to keep doing judges' decisions? If we stop doing judges' decisions, like I said, we'll just cut the fight at the third round, and it'll be left up to interpretation. Give us your thoughts. I'm going to take a fighter poll on our Facebook group, and next event you may see some change. Either which way, February 1st, we're in Daytona Beach. See y'all soon, man. Peace.